Hi guys, let's talk about order of operations with integers. So this is just the way you have to do things to speak math language so that everybody gets the same answer. We have to do things in a certain order. So the first thing we're always going to do is we're always going to address things that are in parentheses. I know this is a little bit confusing because you have two sets of parentheses here, but these parentheses are just so that you don't get confused between the minus and the negative sign. So notice that there's only one thing in the parentheses, so there's really nothing that you have to do about those parentheses. So you don't have parentheses in this particular problem that have things like maybe something like this. If that was the case, then you would have to do the 2 plus 3 inside those parentheses before you could move on. So that's not really something we have to worry about in this problem. The next thing you always look for is exponents. We don't have any exponents here, but if you had something like this, then you would have to do this to get that taken care of before you could move on. All right, once you've taken care of parentheses and you've taken care of exponents, and there are neither of those to do in this problem, but in other problems you will find those, the next thing you're going to do is all of the multiplication and division. And multiplication and division are equal. Neither one of them comes before the other. We're going to do them all left to right. And so we'll just start at the left and look for that sort of thing. We actually have some multiplication here. So let's just read this problem so you know what's going on. It says evaluate -4 minus -3 times -8. And so I do have some multiplication to take care of there. So what I'm going to do is just keep everything the same. -4 minus -3. See why they use the parentheses? That looks a little bit confusing. Times -8. And here's what I need to do first. I need to do -3 times -8. Negative times negative makes a positive, and so -3 times -8 is 24. I'm going to keep this -4 minus just the way it is. Okay, so now I've taken care of all of the multiplication and division. There was only one thing that we needed to do, but if there was more than one thing, we would do them left to right. Okay, the next thing that we're always going to do, or the final thing that we're always going to do, is addition and subtraction, left to right. Addition and subtraction go together. Neither one of them is more important than the other. In fact, if you've been listening to me, subtraction is just adding the opposite. So they are very much on the same level, and we're going to take care of them left to right regardless of which one comes first. Well, actually, we're going to do which one comes first, but regardless of how many there are, whether there's addition and subtraction, we're going to do them in order left to right. Okay, so -4 minus 24 is what we're doing now. I want you to think about subtraction like this. Subtraction is adding the opposite. Super important. We're going to change. Watch this. Add the opposite. So now we don't have subtraction at all. We just have addition. We are now adding a -4 plus a -24. We have 4 negatives to combine with 24 negatives. So we're going to get a whole lot more negatives. We're going to get -28 as the final answer. And that's how you do these problems. Hope that helps.